Alright, welcome back everybody. This is episode 2 of our Whiskey and Lemons first look. For some reason I do not see my comments on here. What is going on with that? Alright, looks like I got that sorted out now. So, we did have some issues with the microphone yesterday, so let me know if there are any issues with that. Howard, Project Lest We Forget, how you gentlemen doing this fine day? Right. Probably gonna hear some double feed. I did turn on my TV real fast to see if we still have that microphone issue from yesterday. Anybody hearing that? Let's get the counter running on this. So, yesterday we did have the first Battle of Bull Run, which kind of, even though we lost, it kind of turned into a strategic victory as we still control Manassas Junction. We remained on the field with our divisions, and the rebel militaries moved off. Did not retreat way south of us by the looks of this. Whoa, what's going on here? This clock sped up to times 20 here, so we're just not sitting around too much. Problem with doing this on a live stream. Oh, good. You don't hear anything wrong? Yesterday, I don't know what happened. I even went back and watched the stream afterwards. My microphone was cutting in and out badly. I really think I had to do with the streaming ends of things, because I went and tested the microphone after that and had 0 issues on recording. So I thought it was my mic, but apparently it just had to do with the stream itself. Confederacy issues letters of marque. And we picked up a new companion. What we got here? You've attracted the company of a cunning old slave catcher who used to track and capture fugitive slaves before the war broke out. For some reason, he enjoys your company very much, exchanging stories and following your unit around the field. Due to his vast knowledge of trade in the shadows, his presence increases your cunning. Okay, it's a little odd that I have a slave. I'm a Union colonel, but I have a slave catcher in my headquarters now. That's a little odd. But he does give a buff on cunning, so that brought my cunning almost to 4 stars. Slave catcher. Fugitive slaves need to be returned to their masters. This man looks that it will be done. The law is the law, and any kind of radical talk about abolishing slavery is out of the question. Not all agree with his agenda, and his presence sparks unrest. So this guy might cause me some issues moving forward. I don't know. We'll see. May not be a good man to have around. And I don't think there's any way I can get rid of companions that I've seen. I did have a disagreement with another officer. I think it was my division commander. I gotta try and remember what I did on this stream, and I also started recording Monday's episode, which is a southern playthrough, so I gotta be a little careful with where my thoughts track off to. We're arming civilian ships now. I don't understand why we would do that. Army of South and Army of South Carolina are now northwest Pennsylvania. Odd. Food has been bad lately. And my health is still good. I'm 161 pounds, subsisting on army provisions, so I don't see an issue there. Camp life starts to get boring, endless drill and inspections, no action. Yeah, there is no action going on right now, which is a little upsetting. We are just kind of camped out here. And we just picked up another new companion. That's pretty quick. While attending a ball recently, you ran into a very handsome and charming major. He seems to know some people who know some people. Oh, God. You know where the best party is. Okay, so this character fits in with my background. As he is well acquainted in the social circles, his presence increases your fame. Okay. And that brought us up to starting to fill in the 3rd star of fame there. Look at him in the companion section here. Charming Major is what he's called. When there's a party, this officer is right at home. He knows how to keep the guests happy, the ladies laughing and dancing, and the wine flowing. In company of such a gentleman, it's easy to arrange practical matters without the usual bureaucracy and rigidity. Okay, he definitely fits in with our character. He should definitely help make sure the whiskey rations keep flowing to the men. We've now moved into July. We actually get to see the economy, even though we have no control of this stuff, we actually get to see the economy and intelligence reports. So I'm not going to worry about the economy so much. I want to see the intelligence reports. So we're currently working on restrict cotton trade. 20% with Britain. They've recruited another 20,000 men and 24 brigades in the form of the Army of South Carolina, which you kind of saw over there in West Virginia. And they started building 21 ships. Morale of the Confederate Army is currently at 94, to change at -6%, and they have lost Colonel Albert Blanchard and Lieutenant Colonel Micah Rosecrans killed in action. Hi there, Eros. I think we finally solved last night's microphone issue, so hopefully we don't have any issues with that today. Scott's reported. Oh, I just happened to look away real fast when I let my smoke, and looks like we are approaching our next combat here. Who we bring to the field? Okay, we got our Army headquarters, which is the Army Northeastern Virginia, with the 1st Division, 3rd Division, 5th Division, Department of Washington, 4th Division, 2nd Division, and the Department of Virginia. Going up against the Army of the Potomac, Army of the South, Army of South Carolina, Army of the Shenandoah. It's actually going to be a fairly large fight. We're bringing 40,422 infantry, 285 cavalry, and 66 guns to there. 52,471 infantry, 3,600 cavalry, and 70 guns. So we are actually at the disadvantage for this fight. Wow. Let's go jump on into this one. Time to pour us a battle brew while we wait for this to load in. And once again, it is 569th whiskey. I think I'll be sticking with this one for the rest of the live streams on this campaign. Randall, how are you doing today? One thing that sucks about these live streams is you do have to sit through these loading screens with me. Ugh, it can be a little annoying. So it's gonna be the Battle of Stone Bridge, Virginia. Where did my pen go? There it is. I do have to take some notes during these live streams, so I can do a recap at the end of each one. As I'm going to be doing I'm doing the Confederate campaign. Also, I do have to keep everything separated and noted down, so I don't get confused. All right, welcome to the Battle of Stone Bridge. We are on the defensive. We control Blackburn's Ford and the McLean House on Bull Run. Rebels are approaching from Tharpin. That looks to be their only approach route. There are players on the field. It looks like the entirety. Nope. I think we're second division. Can't remember what division we're in now. All right, so we got 3 divisions arriving in 2 hours. We have 2 on the field. And Department of Washington and Department of Virginia, which are basically both divisional strength, will be arriving in 1 to 4 hours. The Confederacy, the entirety of the Army of Potomac is on the field, with the Army of South Carolina, and the Army of the Shenandoah arriving in 1 to 2 hours. All right. Orders from General Sherman: defend location. My brigade is ordered to defend Blackburn's Ford. Your regiment is deployed to the left of my line. If the enemy approaches your position, engage and defeat him. Okay. Let's get the clock started on this. So we're already in position, so we basically just, not that very good of a position either. It is what it is. We're kind of stuck here waiting until the rebels show up. So we're running this at ×5 for now. I want to run it at ×20 because it will mess with the AI. You went for a mead this stream, Arrows. Good on you. I'm not a big beer drinker myself. I tend to find it messes me up pretty quickly. I can drink whiskey all day, all night, but you give me 4 or 5 beers and I'm ready to tussle. I'm finding this DLC fun, especially with my Confederate playthroughs. I'm starting as a brigade commander in '63, so it's a little boring as you have to wait for orders to come around. You're not commanding anything. This is the worst part. Worst part of it is just the waiting. Why is this showing us first battle? This is not our first battle. This is our second battle. This should not be here. That's a glitch. I could have sworn we had a little bit more experience than that. Redmond's already taken losses. We're down to 576 men. Oy. Then again, I think the enlistments did come up, so a bunch of our men did leave. You go down for the count of whiskey, Arrows? You would definitely not survive in the ranks of my regiment then, because my men live on coffee, hatred, and whiskey. Still no sight of the rebels. Let's bump this up to ×20 and see if anything happens. I'm not crazy about running it at that speed, but I don't want this to take forever either. I'm not crazy about this position up here. Their flanks are in the air. If they come down this way and attack us, I mean, they can launch a flank attack. I mean, it's not too bad, but it does leave a flank out in the open. And again, knowing our luck, the rebels might. There's our reinforcements arriving on the field, but the rebels might be marching down this way behind us. He's getting a little jumpy with those troops showing up. Slow us down a little bit and see if we can't spot any dust trails. So we know they're only coming in from along here. Yeah, there's some dust trails right there. There we go. There they are. At least a portion of them. That's not a lot of dust trails. There's more. Okay, so they're not coming in behind us. They are coming in along the Warrenton Pike, right, heading right towards our troops at Centerville. As we speed this up again ×5. It looks like they're turning down this road here, heading towards the fords. Okay. Now, I'm wondering right now, because as we've seen in my previous playthroughs, Army and Corps commands do not play well with each other. So I'm wondering if these guys will support us at all, or are they going to sit here the entire battle? It looks like they're now leaving the road, cutting across the fields, so they should have this defense line spotted at this point. Speed this up a little more. Oh, and they're over there too, so we're maneuvering behind. Oh yeah, they are behind us. Look at that. Oh, are they going to continue maneuvering behind us, or are they going to come around the front? I can't tell which direction these trails are going. They're all over the place now. This corps is now in a bad position. We got there, 2nd South Carolina. We fought them at the last battle. We have more troops coming in from our rear. We got showing up here. Department of Virginia. It's basically just it's a corps, but it's basically a division strength. Yeah, I do have to agree with you, Project Lest We Forget. This is a big game changer. It's more single player focused, basically, instead of having the army command. But we're going to try and get up to a brigade command as quickly as possible. We only have the 174 prestige, so we do need to earn a lot more prestige to get our brigade command going. It does look like they are coming down this road behind us. Okay, we have a better idea of where they're going now. Speed this back up. And realize it was on play instead of sped up. This corps is getting smart and moving. We are outnumbered in this fight, and looks like we're going to be outmaneuvered. So unless this force gets its ass in motion, we are going to be in trouble down here. We get new orders. They didn't arrive to us. Let's move into the box. Combat zone, okay. So they gave us some points. Now let's move back to cover the bridge. That gave us 10 prestige by moving into the box. And I like this change. I remember watching the initial video. It just had this big, disgusting placeholder flag in the center of this. Now shows your battle flag at the four corners. Back into the box and still have covered. Everybody's pulling back. I didn't try selecting on somebody else. I don't know what's going on with that. There's still some minor bugs and glitches. So I've popped up again. I'm not trying to click on another unit. Sounds like we have combat started over on our left. Oh, I just heard some firing off over in this direction. Yep, and they're crossing. Look at that. Alright, these guys are finally on the move. We got here 8th South Carolina, 7th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st Richmond Howitzers, 1st South Carolina, 30th Virginia. I don't see a division commander, so I don't know which force they are from yet. Connell's detachment, so we tried sending them into the fort, which is not a good idea. Kind of want to push skirmishers onto this hillside over here on the other side of the pontoons, but we only got 576 men, so I'm really loath to send anybody out right now. We're basically at a battalion strength. Speed this up to X2. Need to stay focused down here. I can't worry about what's going on with the rest of the battlefields. I have no control over it. Looks like they're pulling this division off to go help attack Heinzelman over here, because he's now all... He's a... What the hell he's doing? Division's all over the place at this point. We can move on the flank of the 1st South Carolina. Attachment out here. I wonder if I can see. This is starting to get a little annoying. Wondering if I can get across the pontoons of the 2nd South. We do have these Union forces coming in on their rear right now. 1st New York, 18th New York, 12th New York State Militia on their way down. A lot more rebel forces back this way. Heinzman's starting to get his act together over here. But he is now pincered out. He's got to fall back south of Bull Run is what he needs. Oh, we got forces behind us. Look at this. They're starting to capture the McLean farmhouse. What we got back here? 6th Louisiana, 6th Alabama, 5th Alabama, and 1st Battery of Washington Artillery. But we got plenty of forces back here to stop them, so I don't know what's going on with that. Got these troops coming down the road here. I feel safe in sending my regiment across the pontoons to engage the 1st South Carolina. We should drive these forces off that are across the Bull Run. What I need to do is save up enough prestige or cash. I gotta take a look at it to get some better weapons for my regiment. Probably a bad idea, but I am looking to gain some prestige points and some more experience on this regiment. Engaged now, so we have to play. Oh, they got us outranged. Closing on them. They got rifles, we don't. This was a bad idea. Casualties I don't need. New orders. Attack enemy unit. Lieutenant Colonel, my scouts are reporting enemy units on a stated position. They seem to be cut off from their main body. Orders to attack the enemy before they can unite with other troops. Move at all haste. Where is that? It's probably back behind us. Yep. Going after that lone division. I crossed the river. What the hell are you? Why are you turning? Where's your back turn? Lieutenant Colonel, as your regiment is deployed and in contact with the enemy, continue the engagement at will using your own discretion. Thank you, sir. We are using smoothbore muskets. We need to move up a little more. Come on down the road, boys. Give me a hand here. Support friendly unit. Lieutenant Colonel, 3rd Division is under attack by the enemy. My brigade is on the march to support our boys. Take your regiment and move to the stated position as quickly as possible. Alright, we're already here. I guess my getting into combat is drawing the rest of the division in. Hopefully they start crossing the ford here. Well, okay. Hopefully they start coming across the ford to support us. Oh, there's more forces headed our way. Engage at medium range now. Alright, cavalry, get on that artillery. Give us some support. Went to medium range, click to engage, and okay, that's got to be a glitch, because at the medium range marker, when I click to engage, my regiment should have moved forward into that range fan, but it did not. Looks like we're getting the better of the exchange right now. We got 19 casualties to their approximate 30. Now it looks like the rest of our division is coming to help us. As soon as we see off the 1st South Carolina, I'm going to turn us on to the 30th Virginia. The rest of these forces should engage these boys here. I don't know. The way the AI acts sometimes, you just don't know. Randall, that's actually a good question. Once we're out of combat, I think... Yeah, I can build breastworks. Can't build entrenchments. End of day. Did just rout that regiment at the end of the day. So we got 10 prestige points for that. Very good. Where the hell did we end up? Whoa. What the? Okay, our entire division ended up over here. Okay. That's fine by me. So yeah, I can build breastworks, just can't build entrenchments. Right, we now have orders to move forward. So let's get in there and get some prestige points. Still showing us a minor victory, but it's basically dead 50-50 right now. And it wasn't too much in the way of engagements yesterday. I wasn't paying attention to over here. See what casualties look like right now. Whoa, we're at 11, almost 1,200 casualties. They're 500. We probably caused most casualties so far with our little flanking maneuver. I thought the 69th... Oh, yeah, there we are. 13th. We inflicted 44 casualties out of 500. We have lost 35 men so far. So, times 5 get us over there quicker. Just broke attachment from the 18th New York. First New Jersey's trying to march past these guys. Everybody's just marching past the cavalry, which doesn't make sense. No idea what's going on right there. Alright, we've reached the combat zone. We're going to drive straight at the 30th Virginia here since everybody else is ignoring them. All right, boys, make sure you shoot some of them horses so we get some horse meat for dinner. Help supplement our rations. Looks like Gauge at will. Okay, we're also taking fire from 1st South Carolina, which we saw off yesterday. I'm going to do, since we're doing a lot of these smaller engagements, I need to get that graphical improvement mod, make it a little more cinematic for us. Anybody else use that yet? I've seen some videos of it. It looks good. Has anybody else used it? I'm wondering if it's worthwhile getting, or is it going to cause some frame stuttering? Yeah, Arrows, I did serve. I actually just retired 2 years ago. Did 5.5 years in the regular Army, and then the next 16 in the National Guard. So I did my time in the regular Army. Spent about a year in the 82nd Airborne, then I transferred over to the 173rd and spent the next 3.5 with them, stationed out of Italy. And after that, I transferred into the National Guard, where I served. As I keep saying, the 69th still exists. I served in the 69th Infantry Regiment for another 16 years. Majority of it spent in the Alpha Company, sometime in the S3. The majority of it was spent with one company. And our regiment just routed in the face of the cavalry. Are you kidding? Lost 5 prestige points for that. We're just about to break them, but they only had 20 casualties. They caused a lot more to us than we did to them. Graphical glitch there was holding the range fan in view. Really thought we would have seen this little cavalry regiment off, but they saw us off. Things are not going good this fight. Hopefully we get reformed and get back into it. Let's speed this along here. We can't do anything to our regiment reforms. Where the hell are we retreating to? Hanging out over by General Tyler right now. Not even our division commander. We've lost, I just noticed that, we lost 50% of our resilience. We don't have too much left of combat in our regiment. Friendly units. We're still broken, buddy. We can't do nothing right now. Yeah, they want us to attack here, but there's nothing we can do about that. Where the hell's the rest of the division? Everyone's back here. The whole division's back here. We're the only regiment that was forward. The whole brigade's back here. We're the only regiment from the brigade that was actually fighting. Looks like we got orders to form up over here instead of attacking here. So we're getting orders for our regiment to go do stupid stuff while the brigade's hanging out in the rear. Thank you, Aris. Oh, you deployed to Kosovo. Which military are you serving in? Howard, 3 at Bragg and another 36 years in the Iowa Guard. Oh my God, how the hell did you do it? After 21 years, I just couldn't take it anymore. Alright, we are reforming. Still disrupted. Morale's nervous. So cap's at 63% for our morale. So we're going to have to wait for our morale to come back up to that 63 before we jump back into the fighting. 41. So it's going back up pretty fast. So probably about 0800 in game, we should have our morale back to 63%. Got the actually arrows. How was Kosovo? I know a few guys who deployed that actually enjoyed being there. Some good friends over there. But everybody's experience varies. Now back up to stable, 53%. Let's wait for that extra 10% before we push back in. We have now moved into a minor defeat, which kind of saw it happening the way things are playing out right now. Here. Yeah, we are getting encircled. Look at this. We do have more maneuver elements than us, but good to go. So we'll start moving our regiment forward. Who is this just marching past the rebels? Who the hell is this? What the hell are these guys doing? Third Michigan's fighting. Supported by Battery G, the first US to make this approach. Guns we got here. They look like parrot rifles. I'm going to send a detachment over to grab some of those. I think we could use those guns. Can't drag them back over here to the hillside. Got some guns now, pull them back to here. What are they? Not even showing me. Like parrots. Boys just fire at will. We have Mike Battery, the 2nd U.S. Artillery, just formed up behind us. No one's pushing forward to attack. I don't want to send my regiment in with nobody else pushing in. This is not good. Move away from the front of these batteries, see if we can't get them to start firing, because they're right behind us. They can't shoot. I'm sorry you weren't able to serve Project Less. I remember we were chatting about your disabilities a few months ago. We deal with what life, whatever hand life deals us. Sounds like you've done all right for yourself, despite that. Yeah. Well, you don't want to serve in the Marines. You want to be a paratrooper, right? Or jump out of boats when you can jump out of planes. Let's speed this back up a little bit again. We move back to a minor victory. This is kind of seesawing back and forth a little bit here. We're at almost 2,000 casualties. They're at 1,100, so they can eat more casualties than we can. We do have almost 1,000 more men on the field than us. 10,000 more. 10,000 more. 1,000. Alright, deploy to engage. Lieutenant Colonel, our scouts supporting the units are spotted in the area of operations. Deploy your regiment to engage the enemy. So we're already in the deployment now. Our brigade's still back there. Yep, they're finally coming up. We were getting orders just for our regiment to go do its own thing. I think Sherman's trying to kill us. We don't like each other. Why? No. You stay over here. You are not following Sherman's orders. Follow my orders, damn it. You're my detachment. Stay here and keep firing. Give a damn about what Sherman wants you to do. Oh, you served with the Danish Royal Lifeguards arrows. How was that? Well, you're thinking about moving to your version of National Guard. I mean, I would highly suggest it after serving. A lot of people make fun of those types of units, no matter what country they're from. I would definitely say, I mean, it's a good. Career-wise, I'd say it's an okay choice, especially if you have a good job set up. I don't know how it is in your country, so in America, serving in the Guard, especially in a combat unit, it can be a little hard sometimes trying to have your civilian life and your military life. They overlap sometimes and get in the way of each other. It can be a little rough, but still a good experience. I'm glad you found Kosovo exciting and tense moments. I don't like to hear that. Deployments like that should be really, really boring. If they're going correctly, it should be the most boring deployment you ever go on. But apparently, it got a little exciting for you. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself and met some soldiers from other countries. Sadly, when I was serving, I never. When I was in Iraq and Afghanistan, I never worked beside other coalition units. And the only time I've ever actually worked with units from another army is when I deployed to Australia for training operation with their army. But that was a fun experience. Those guys are absolutely mad lads. I mean, most Australians are. I think it's a prerequisite for Australians to be slightly crazy. My battery firing. Oh, you are firing. Okay. The rest of our brigade's finally forming up. 69th coming up now. They're winded. They haven't done any fighting. Oh, now it's showing me what we captured. We got 2 10-pounder Parrots. I like my men actually know how to use them. Oh, you did 25 years full-time guard. Oh, you got one of the lucky few full-time positions. I never went full AGR. I did spend some time as an administrative technician, but I got out of that job after 2 years. Working in an office is just not. Yeah, I heard the food and cost was actually pretty good. Work with the Aussie. Oh, they were your QRF in Iraq. They wanted to fight. Yeah, I believe that. Like I said, I never worked with anybody in a combat zone that wasn't American forces. When I was in the 173rd, there's strictly American operations. Like I said, when I trained beside them in Australia, it was a bit of an experience, to say the least. Looks like the rebels are finally coming forward and attacking. 23rd Georgia's coming up. 13th Georgia, and they're coming right at my regiment. Good for us. Why is it showing me a rifle range fan on the artillery? That's a little odd. Connell's got men in front of us. First mass. Nope. Who is that? Right now they're pulling back. They're not coming forward for the attack. Battery not firing because they're behind mine. Move my battery over so you can't get this battery firing. And they're still not firing, so I moved my back. Okay, now didn't have some small visual glitches going on with the range fans, but nothing major. Bipolar disorder. What the hell is this? You woke not feeling like yourself. It seems your split personality has taken over. I got a split personality? Awesome. Should only have that when I'm drinking. What is it? Good or bad thing remains to be seen. Maybe it's the stress of combat that triggered it, but for now, your command style and leadership has completely changed. So, Mike, everything has changed for me mid-battle. So my initiative is now passive. My leadership is backward. Administration is mediocre. I don't understand how that really affects this fight. Pulling port security in Arhus. Yeah, so I don't know if that equipment's heading to any of our bases. Actually, we did shut down a lot of our European bases about 20 years ago. I know some other countries have invited us in to have bases, but I don't know if we're actually taking them up on full-time offers. But we have been rotating on a regular basis a lot of brigades through Europe to border countries along the Russian border, a lot of units going to Poland, Romania. I don't know if we're setting up any more full-time bases over there. And you've been busy trading badges. That's always a fun thing to do. I never really, like I said, I never really had the opportunity to trade for any. When I was in Australia, the one patch I really wanted was the Australian Airborne Regiment patch, but they'd actually disbanded their Airborne Regiment a year or two before I got to go over to the country, so I didn't get that patch. Thankfully, I did earn my Italian Airborne station. Kind of weird looking though. Alright, Project West, your family served in the Navy in World War II, and the Army during the Korean War. Okay, that's why you wanted to join the Marines. Still don't think the Marines are a good option, but hell, you did have Navy and Army, so you need someone in the Marines and Air Force now. None of my family served in World War II. My grandfathers were too young. They all served in the Korean War. Where are you sending my men? Stay here. Guess we'll pull our regiment back into this box. Get our prestige points. We gotta look at how the rest of this battlefield is looking right now. Move back into a minor victory. Things should be a lot. I mean, they got a lot of units stacked up out here. Things should be a lot worse for us than they really are. So I didn't notice with all the chatting that we have moved back to a minor victory. So we should really. They're no longer surrounding us, apparently. I don't know what the AI is doing. The AI controls both sides of the battle, so you don't know what you are getting. We've actually got a salient out here now. I do want to push onto this little knot right here, but I can't do it with just my regiment. It's suicidal. German, stop ordering my damn detachment around. Stay here. Counter battery orders and take out these detachments over here. Sadly, Eros, I don't have a PO box, so I would appreciate. I do appreciate the offer, but that's one of those things I'd rather trade for than have someone actually just send them to me. So it's always more fun trading these things. And oh, you have a fear of flying. I actually know. Lest we forget, I know a few guys who joined the airborne just because they had a fear of flying and they were trying to get over it, so they became paratroopers. It sounds kind of odd, but they eventually got over it. And again, it kind of helps if you have a fear of flying, getting out of the thing that's keeping you in the air. Not the best way of exiting an aircraft, but it's a fun way. Personally, I love heights. I love flying. I love jumping from a plane. One of the best experiences you could ever have. You know what? The Marines do have a... You're right, Arrows. The Marines have a really, really good uniform. I hate to say the Army has really messed up its dress uniform over the years. I started with that old green uniform, then they got rid of that. And we did have a formal blue uniform that they just kind of like turned into the everyday dress uniform, and they really destroyed it. But now, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you can look it up online. The Army's actually gone back to a daily dress uniform that's the old World War II uniform, and it looks really, really good. It was just coming out as I was retiring, so I might still pick one up for future ceremonies. Since I am retired, I can actually still use the dress uniform for certain events. I might just pick that one up because it looks really good. I may never wear it, but it looks really good. Let's bump this up to ×5. This is dragging out way too long. We're sitting around waiting for orders, which is, real life. I mean, that's what you did. We are officially defending, so we shouldn't be attacking. AI is not attacking either. that's firing? You are not. Let's bring you over here. At the top of the hill there should have a good range on these two guns over here. Yeah, you know what? I heard about that, Howard, that it got really built up over there. That's anywhere you go these days. It seems like everything's getting, all the forests and farms getting torn down and replaced by goddamn concrete McMansions. I doubt there's any McMansions in Spring Lake area, but still, I mean, it's getting bad. A lot of the rural areas used to hang out in and have fun, and they're all gone. Attachments firing again, very good. God, I want to put my regiment in combat, but so we are 23rd Georgia. They got 750 men. So moving against them is not a good idea. We have almost double our strength. On over here. Alright, so this division's just routed. I think I just came over here and looked. The whole division just routed. Looks like a few brigades fully routed out. These guys are still up here in their little salient. I don't know how the hell they're hanging on. This 14th Brooklyn, Cap, U.S. Marine Corps, 2nd District of Columbia, and there's another regiment. Get clicked on them. Things are a little choppy because I got the advanced speed. What else is over here? Oh, that's a detachment on top of the 14th Brooklyn. Okay. I talked about them yesterday, but because of the microphone stuttering, I don't think it really came through. 14th Brooklyn, much like the 69th, actually does still exist. It's no longer called the 14th Brooklyn. It's actually the 9th Brigade headquarters of the New York State Militia. New York State Militia does still exist as an organization. New York actually has its own army outside of the National Guard. It has an Army, an Air Force, and a Navy. Believe it or not. They're not very big anymore, but it actually used to be one of the largest armies in the world at one point. Surpassed some nations. Now it is no longer that big. Alright, I think we need to push up here and support the 31st. Over here. And they just broke. Also. Turning fire. I don't think we're going to hang on too long either. Gauge of Willors, yeah, because we moved out of our defense to help the 31st, and now we're stuck in a problem. Let's put it down to one time, otherwise things are not going to play out correctly. Why are we not firing? Here we go. We're not in a good position, so I'm just gonna have us fall back here. I moved up to support the 31st, and they're now gone. We're not going to stand musket to musket against a 700-man regiment, 460 men. Yeah, you're right, Howard. It actually seems like the your unit reforms faster than the other units, and I think you're right about that. I did observe that on this live stream, so we did also break in yesterday's battle, and the campaign I'm recording right now for my Confederate Spring of '63 campaign. It seemed like my brigade, after breaking, reformed fairly quickly. But that's probably a buff they just gave to the player units. Otherwise, you'd just be hanging around doing nothing, kind of like we are now. I hate to say, for long periods, which is what we're still doing, because we're not attacking, we're defending, we're not attacking, and rebels aren't really pushing in on our front. They're pushing in on our army's left flank. As you can see, now that they've secured the ford, they are pushing in along the Blackburn Ford line. Not very heavily, it appears, because they can outflank us easily. A lot of stutter here. Yeah, they got all these forces here. They can, if the AI knew what it was doing. Once again, this is something I've discussed previously. The AI does get better as the game progresses, because it is going off the stats of the commanding officers. As their stats improve, so does the AI and its decision making. So this is something you're going to see early wars, something you've seen historically early wars. People not really knowing what the hell they're doing with such large units. So if this was like another year or two into the game, you would see this mass over here pulling around the flanks of this division over here. But they're not doing that right now. They're pushing straight into it. It looks like with one brigade. Which you did see at the beginning of the war. Bull Run's a very good example of that. When the division I'm in, Sherman's division, or Sherman's brigade, he did not push the brigade in as a solid unit. He pushed the brigade in one regiment at a time, and it was a pretty bloody affair because of that. I know there ended up being a long-standing feud between Marr and Sherman stemming from that fight because of the way he handled the 69th during the battle. And Sherman was not known for his love of Irishmen anyway. They're getting a lot of stutter now. There must be a lot of orders going out. Yeah, whenever we get started like this in the campaign, that means there's a lot of orders. What's that? That looks flowing better from up here, so we'll keep it out here for now. Fear of planes, but not helicopters. Okay, that's a little odd. When as a kid, okay, I can understand that. Like I said, like I don't have fear of height of planes. The only thing I hate about flying in planes, because I was a paratrooper for so long, I hate landing. I'm not used to landing in a plane. I'm used to getting out of my seat and jumping out the door, not landing. And, not having control of something that big that can kill you at any second kind of drives me up a wall. Also. Helicopters are always fun. My best jumps are from helicopters, honestly. They are great. The experience gain is slow. Yes and no. Right now we're not doing a lot of fighting. We're standing around a lot, so we're not gaining much experience. But I did notice on my border campaign, my brigade's getting some decent experience from its fighting. So depends on their level of activity is really what it comes down to. You're not doing a lot of fighting, a lot of standing around just like this. You're not going to get experience from that. Why is it still so choppy? Back out again. And bump up speed times 5. This battle's getting really drawn out. We should have won. I mean, it's still moving in a victory in our direction, but that's only because we controlled the 2 defense points still. The rebels really should have pushed us out by now. I understand why they have not. Yeah, you're right, Howard. I should dig in. At least I'll get a little experience points from that. But I'm still looking for a way to push it in. And look at that. Here we go. Got a lone Georgia regiment with its flank in the air. That's something that we can take advantage of right now. Let's take advantage of that. 23rd Georgia. Yeah, this is a regiment that we were facing off with before, so now we have a chance to flank them and cause some serious damage. Hey guys, you can fire whenever you feel like it. Let's go. I think running at the advanced speeds earlier kind of messed things up. You guys are not firing. Why are we not firing? What the hell? Damn range orders, really? What the hell's going on? There we go. Now they start firing when I need them firing before that. Still have range orders. Got longer range. Something's getting a little wonky here. Now it's starting to annoy me. We still have the same amount of units on the field that we did at the start of the battle, so I don't think that's causing a lag right now. I think it's actually I was running it too fast for too long and might be causing an issue. We didn't have this lag before. Okay, we robbed that unit. That gave us another 10 of our prestige. Very good. Let's pull back again for now. I'm not pushing into this mess on my lonesome. That is a bad idea. These two regiments are low on ammunition, so that could be an opportunity right there. Let's back out, get that stuttering gone. I think there are just some glitches that are still showing up with this new DLC that haven't been handled yet. They've been minor so far, so this is pretty well done. Oh, look at that. Is that the 14th charging in? Yes, it is. That's the 14th. They're about to break. They went in on their own, looks like. Yeah, they're on their own. There's nobody else from that brigade with them. They're in a surrounded position. Yep, they just broke. I had just thought about sending my regiment forward to support them, but then again, that happened last time. We forward to support, what was that, the 31st? They broke before we got there. Let's dig in now, just to get that few extra experience points. We'll start building us some breastworks here. Cover my regiment. Pull the line right there. Just for the experience gain. Arrows, yes, I have been to Europe. I actually, when I was with the 173rd, that we are home based out of Vicenza, Italy. So I was stationed there for 3.5. Mind you, I was stationed there for 3.5 years, but between Iraq, Afghanistan, and other training events, I only spent 8 months in the country in total. But I do try to go back to Italy every few years. I still do have family there. So my family immigrated from Italy to America back after World War One. So I still do have family in the northern parts of Italy and some family in England and Scotland. So I do try to visit every once in a while. And I was in Ireland for a wedding a few years ago also. More than a few years ago, God. Holy crap, it's been about 13, 14 years the last time I was there. Wow. But I have not been back to Europe since the beginning of the pandemic. So I do have to take a trip back over one of these days. So yeah, Howard, the range fans, it looks like they bowed into pressure. The developers bowed to the pressure that a lot of people use the AOM mod have said about the range fan colors, and they have brought those range fan colors from the AOM mod into the main game. So yeah, there's been a vast improvement on that. And I actually have skirmishers out already, Randall. They are actually controlling that battery of artillery, so I can't send another detachment out because I already have the one detachment running the two guns that we took over. They're sitting right next to us while we're building the wall, so they've been firing. They've been happily firing away since we took those guns. Looks like the rest of our forces are falling back behind us. Yeah, I mean, it's still showing us with a minor victory, but we're probably going to come out with a loss on this one, the way this is going. But who knows? We might still end up with a strategic victory if this goes to a day 3, which I really hope it does not. It looks like it just might. So we get 34 points from objectives, 37 morale, lost almost 5 from routes, and 3.5 from losses. Confederates are at 46 morale. So they still got almost 10 points of morale on us. But they're not pushing home the attack either. So this looks like it, yeah, it's going on 1600 in game. So this is definitely going to a day 3. Now, this is something they need to nerf. If you look here, I'm not down on the map. Uh, when you dig in, you get a lot of experience points from that. Probably too many because you experience up really fast from digging entrenchments. Finish those, and I think I saw. Look at that! Everybody's moving on to the walls I built now. Look at that. Oh, where do they move my detachment to? Where'd they go? Where's my detachment? I didn't recall my detachment. Where the hell did they go? Apparently they've been brought in, and I did not call them in. I think we got prestige points from building those, so, we'll build us some more, I think. That gave us prestige points. Oh, this frame rate drop is killing me right now. Build us some more. Oh, and we lost the clean farmhouse, so we're down to one objective point. Yeah, we're definitely losing this battle the way the AI is playing it. But I will take what experience points I can and prestige points while I can get them, since we're not earning too much on this fight. Looks like I can send out skirmishers again since I lost those guns somehow. Looks like we got a lone regiment up here on its own. Hampton Legion, and they are out of ammunition. I'd like to say they're getting swarmed, but they're not. So we're going to keep building this entrenchment line because we're at the end of the day. It's about to end in half an hour. We're going to move into day 3 now. Why are all these brigades breaking all this? All these regiments. Vermont, 2nd New Jersey. 14th's been broken. I don't understand why these two broke. What the hell do we have going on over here? Who's out here on their own? Here's the end of the day. '39th New York is out on its own between the lines. That's not a good place to be. Still working on those entrenchments. Play. Right, my brigade is ordered to attack McLean. Your regiment to the stated position and support the attack. Okay, so we got to move over here now. Got a lot. Change of orders. Okay, we're already right here, so that's no big deal. And new orders again. Scouts reporting me units are spotted in our area of operations. Deploy your regiment to engage the enemy. Alright. We're right here, so not matter. No prestige point gained for us, though. Looks like we can push on the flanks of this battery detachment. These guys have their backs turned. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. There we go. Alexandria Light Artillery. Push forward and hit that battery. Looks like we lost a lot of that stutter now. Good. Not getting all that stutter again. Oh, they don't have guns. They're just standing there. So this battery probably broke. They got no guns. Let's see if we can't just wipe these guys out. No, Howard, I wasn't there for a rest repos. I was there at the deployment earlier than that. I served with the brigade from December of '02 to June of '06. Rest repos happened the following year. And Restropose being the more famous incident because of that documentary, but they had the 173rd put in a lot of hard fighting over several deployments in Afghanistan. I think the brigade actually has the most Medal of Honors for the entirety of the war. But I served with the brigade in the invasion of Iraq back in '03, so I'm actually one of the guys who jumped in during the invasion, and then we served in Afghanistan a year later. Not closing in on that. I don't want to go there. Bring ourselves in line next to this regiment. And it's time for a refill. This has been going this battle's been going on. Wow. This battle's basically taken up almost a full hour and a half already. This normally wouldn't be a good situation, but this battery has no guns, and this regiment is low on ammunition, so we might be able to do a fair amount of damage. There goes the Alexandrians. We just basically wiped out that battery. Yeah, we just knocked them down to 20 men with that volley. See how much damage we can do to 7th South Carolina now. Running forward to the detachment to help. And 31st New York looks like it's moving up to support us. I would love to clear these units out of my front to go hit the 6th Louisiana flank. Don't turn. Detachment, yeah. We need to clear these skirmishers and take down this detachment. I think we need to move away from facing these guns. Yeah, let's fall back a little bit here. Did some good damage to that battery. That's about all we could do on our own. Back to building those entrenchments, get some experience points. Back up again. How's the 31st doing? That's a lot of retreating units. Hopefully that does not affect my morale too much. First is sitting there with a regiment flanked the 2nd Tennessee. With that experience gained from just building entrenchments, I think that's got to be nerfed. that bar just moved a lot. I don't know if anybody else just saw that, but I think it was just back here by the end and moved back up towards the center really quickly. I'm thinking once we actually get our first perk, I'll be taking the Iron Brigade perk for the extra resiliency. Looks like this regiment jumped on building also. Some place that we can push in for an attack that's not going to give us passes in the air. Let's move down here. See if we can engage the 1st South Carolina. The 30th Virginia. We need to take this little regiment now because they did some damage to us on day 1. Love to get some vengeance going on that regiment. They got some long range. Must have muskets, I don't know. Showing the 1st South Carolina here. What's going on my range fan? There we go. You guys can fire whenever you like. Let's go. Let's take these guns also. Regiment next to the guns. I don't know why they're not firing. The hell are you guys doing? South Carolina should be in canister range of those guns. There we go, now we're firing. Very good. Detachment's ready to break already. Get a couple more canister shots in there before you go, please. Canister range of this detachment also, which is going to shoot. I love seeing that. You guys saw that shell lobbing over there? That was pretty cool looking. You guys are about out of ammunition, so they should be breaking soon. Yep, my... Alright, yeah, Mr. Odell, I do believe that just answered your question. We lost 5 prestige when my detachment. Get another detachment on those guns. I'm losing resilience fast here. We're not going to take... We haven't really done much in this battle to begin with, but our resilience is living. We're going to be not taking part in it too much longer. Looks like 1st South Carolina is now pulling back. Very good. Hopefully we can break them. That'll give us an extra 10 prestige points to break them. Right now we're taking canister hits. We routed the 1st South Carolina. It doesn't look like we got the prestige for it, though. Need to start pulling back onto our lines. What the hell is my regiment doing? Move it to double. We just broke. What the hell was that pushing forward bit right there? At least when we drag these guns back to safety. Man, that's a 20-pounder power, too. We got 2 of them. Oh. Those are some big boys. Yeah, I think the 1st battle debuff is having an effect on us, though. We should not have the 1st battle debuff. This is not our 1st battle. We fought a battle in our last stream, so we shouldn't have this debuff. So that's a glitch. I don't know why we have it. We shouldn't have it, but we do. So we're going to get those guns to safety, but our detachment broke also, so we'll have to try and get that back again. We've now moved into a major defeat. 8,700 casualties, 23% of our force, yep. So rebels are going to get a major victory out of this one. We're going to be pulling off very soon. Not sure where most of the fighting. Yeah, they pushed across over here in McLean Fort. So a lot of the fighting was happening over here, where we're not able to, where we weren't watching it. There's the defeat. All right, look at that, 52-minute shot clock on the retreat. That's insane. Let's speed that up to times 20. And this battle makes me want to get to brigade command as quickly as possible. 299 prestige. I don't think I can request that. Ugh. All right, so yep, this was definitely McDowell-led battle. The way that one played out. I am an apologist for him at 1st Battle of Bull Run, but 2nd Battle of Bull Run I cannot do any apologies for. It's kind of like a repeat of that battle. So, we lost 6,019 of our 38,670 infantry. We didn't lose any cavalry. We only had 180 on the field. We lost basically all of our guns except for 2 of them. Total loss of 8,718 men of the 42,115 we had on the field. Rebels lost 3,000 or 50,000 infantry, 450 or 3,000 cavalry, 50 of their 100 guns. Total loss of 5,500 of their 56,000 men. So they did much, much better than we did. Prestige gain. So we gained a total of 84.8 prestige points for this battle. 44 for inflicting casualties, 40 for hitting combat zones. So I think it's you get 10 points of prestige every time you follow an order. We lost 22 routes, and we gained 20 for routing units. So that evened itself out right there. So it can't be. We only had lost more from routing than we did from routing enemy units. I'll be really angry, but we broke even on that one. Let's see how many casualties our regiment inflicted here. So we did 119 to infantry, 18 to cavalry, 35 to artillery, for a total of 172. Look at that. The rest of our brigade did not fight. Look at that. 2nd Wisconsin, 79th New York, and 69th New York did no fighting whatsoever. And Echo Battery, 3rd U.S. Artillery, plugged a few shots here and there, but looks like Sherman kept the brigade out of the fight except for our regiment. I really, I honestly think he has it out for us because he's issuing orders to our regiment that he's not given to the rest of the brigade. So me and him do not like each other. We'll take a look at our relationship after the load screen here. Yeah, no, so the regiment's untrained. So this is still early war. That actually does affect it, but it affects more the resilience levels and cohesion levels of the regiment more than its fighting spirit. Yeah, the boys are giving up the ghost. Not my regiment, but we did what we could. For as much standing around as we did what we could where we could. The rest of the goddamn brigade did nothing. Does having your unit break hurt your command avatar? That's actually a good question. Agitation, what's this? Your reputation as a hardline fire eater has preceded you. With such extreme views, it's difficult to convince the more moderate politicians to listen to your opinions. Influencing national policy making is twice as hard as it used to be. Okay, I can look at that. Screw the moderates. In disaster at Stonebridge, Colonel Wood loses face and Captain Rosser loses face. And Doubleday was killed in action. And it looks like we killed two of their commanders, Captain Armstrong and Lieutenant Colonel Smith. I actually did not look at the casualty reports for the officers after that battle. I do have to remember to do that. So we got up here, agitation and opinionated. You have radical views and you seldom keep them to yourself. Your commanding officer, Colonel Sherman, is more moderate in his political views and he seems to be very annoyed with your openly presented opinions. And he feels this hurts the unity of his command. Grudge between you is increasing. That explains a lot of the orders we were receiving. Let's get this battle rolled off. Speed this up to times 20 because that was a 3-day battle. I finally seen the elephant. Adrenaline is running in my veins. This should not be here. We did see a battle. Like I said, we saw a battle in the first stream. Let's see. Look at our relationships here. Here we are. 3rd Division. 3rd Brigade of 1st Division. Sherman. Okay, we are a negative 50% relationship with Sherman. How are we doing with Tyler? He does not like us either. Our brigade commander doesn't... Oh! Our relation's at negative 100 with our division commander. Oh, that is not good. So... Sherman kind of hates us. Tyler definitely hates us. What does McDowell think of us? Negative 60. Oh, Lord. Nobody likes us. I can't apply for command of 3rd Brigade. These little icons here show me being able to apply for command. So I don't see any divisions coming up. Any of the brigades coming up for applying for command. That sucks. I wonder how many points it would take for us to get there. And actually, we do actually have an experience bar right here. Rank progression. So, how I'm 21% of the way to getting ranked up to full colonel. So fame wasn't affected by that battle. Our initiative's still the same. Leadership's now at 1 star. Gained a little in administration. Cunning, 4 stars shouldn't be predictable. We are still ranked at the lowest officer in the army. That is not good. And again, for all we did at that battle, which wasn't much, we did more than some of the other regiments did, to be honest with you. It really did not help our career at all. Set up camps near Alexandria and awaiting further orders. Okay. Let's speed this back up to times 20. Now we're done looking at everything. This is definitely the worst part of the DLC, is having to wait around for orders from other units. So, yeah. 299 prestige. You know what? I should look at better weapons for my command. We have the Springfield muskets. I got 417. The only weapons I can get are mixed muskets, and those are not much better than what I'm using. It's worse than what I'm already using. There's not enough weapons of any other type. Why are we not producing? It says not produced. Why are we not producing Springfield rifle muskets? Orders available. Nothing. We just can't even improve our weapons. That's that is not good. So I'd like to get rid of those muskets for some rifled muskets. Just on. Yeah, morale of our armies is now down to 62. That's not good. Rebels have 65,000 men in the field, so that was actually a majority of their forces in the field that we just fought over here. It has been pretty bad lately, and I feel like it's starting to take a toll on my health. I don't think so. I'm still at 161 pounds. I haven't gained or lost anything, and my health is still at 100%. Okay, so my base health recovery is 2.74. And the food I'm eating is negative 2.35. So we're just, the food and my basic health are evening each other out. So that's not a big deal. Actions. That's what do we got here? Really did not cover actions. I do cover them more in depth in my recorded campaign. So we'll wait for that to come out. But what can I get here? Reconcile. Are you in a bitter disagreement with many of your fellow officers? Reconcile in order to decrease personal tensions. I don't care that I have a grudge. Fundraising. Getting $91. I really don't see myself needing any money right now. What I really want right here, but it costs 500 prestige, is getting the infantry specialist. So, using your prestige, you can use your personal prestige to seek training to become a better infantry officer. Hardship? I laugh in the face of your suffering. Increases experience of infantry units under your command and your fame by 10, which is half a star. So I could use the experience, but this sounds like something I would want as brigade commander. I thought this was going to be more of an infantry specialization. There goes baseball with Doubleday. Hopefully he introduced the game before he died. I don't know. They may not like us, but they can't argue with the best results in the division. Honestly, it would be the brigade. I think the rest of the division did fight except for our brigade. I did not look at those numbers for the division. Should have. But yeah, best results in the brigades. Sherman can suck it. I bet Lincoln likes you. I don't know about that. I haven't won any battles on my own with the regiments. I don't know if Lincoln likes me or not. I don't even know if that's actually something that you can look up. Maybe if I start winning some, go up in command, take over brigade, a division, start winning some battles, maybe he'll send me some whiskey for me and my men just to keep us winning these battles. Cotton trade slows down, demand in Europe increases, so I guess they passed that strict trade policy. Yeah, I wonder how Grant is doing in this campaign, but he'd be out west right now, and with this regimental campaign, you can only see the Eastern Theater, so I can't even check up on him. Or actually, you know what? Maybe I can. Let's see if we can find Grant. There he is. Oh, he doesn't like me. But negative 23%, that's not bad. What's his current command? He doesn't have a command. He does not have a command right now. Oh, that's interesting. You guys see this? So if you have bad relation, it's down here in the bottom right. I have even relation with Gordon Granger, and that's on the left center. So I wonder if you have good relations, then like the left top or right top. Let's go back to all the officers. I doubt there's anybody I actually have good relationships with. They either hate me or they're middle road on me. Johnson resolution. Yeah, so it's either you're middle of the road when it comes to me, or you just straight hate me. There's nobody that likes me. And that equates basically to real life, to be honest. That's basically how my relation with all my command staff was in my career, honestly, also. You either loved me or you hated me. And we have just opened into 2-year contracts. We're getting any replacements in my regiment. And I was still at 498 with 19 disabled. We need troops in the regiment. So we were at battalion strength. So the way it worked in the period, for anybody who doesn't know, a regular regiment was 2,000 men. 2,000 to 3,000 men. A battalion being 1,000 men. Volunteer regiment was 1,000 men with a battalion of 500. But the volunteer regiments are always... How the hell... Are we in a siege now? That's interesting. Yeah, we are now in a siege that we are losing. That's not good. But it is 1861, and we know how the Federals fought in 1861. My superiors don't like me, not because my unit was breaking a lot. My unit was the only one doing the fighting. They don't like me because of my avatar's characteristics. Glorious victory at Aki Landing. So there's a battle over here at Aki Landing. Yeah, so they don't like me because of the type of character my character is. I mean, I'm a cigar smoking, whiskey drinking, regimental commander that is an individualist, outrageous party animal, heroic, unflinching, and a fire eater. So the fire eater, party animal, outrageous, and individualist are leading to people not liking me. Oh, look, my profile's changed a little bit. Now I'm a little bit renowned. Where I used to be an unknown fire eater, I'm now a renowned fire eater. It's definitely going to make more and more people dislike me. If you actually notice here, all these officers actually do have a little bit of biography going on for them. So I'm thinking as my commander goes up in ratings, right now I'm at 51. So I'm not going to sit and read all these. I think as my avatar surpasses each of these officers, I will read off their bios, but not before then, because it's just a lot of. Some of these are interesting. I read through some of them; they're very interesting, well written. So as my officer passes them up in the ratings, I will read those off. We can't get an upgrade right now, Arrows. Go back and look at weapons real fast. So there's just nothing available right now. You can upgrade here. It'll cost me prestige to upgrade the weapons, not money. It'll cost me prestige. So, but there's nothing available right now. There's 55 whole rifles, 172 rifled muskets, 116 Mississippis, 30 1817s, 206. I got 427 men. Because we're in a siege, I now have 92 men disabled. So if there was like one of these had like 500 available, low 500 available, I'd be able to upgrade my weapons, but there's just none available right now. It costs prestige, not money, to get those weapons upgrades. Looks like we lost a trait here. There was another trait up here. Looks like we lost it. Yeah, Howard, the mods do have a very good grasp on the bios. Honestly, reading some of them, it actually reminds me of a book I read years ago that actually has like a short paragraph biography for every officer to serve. Or I have a copy of it somewhere in my mother's house. Got it as I think I was like 12 or 13 when I got it as a Christmas gift. Very big into history back then. I had college level reading at the age of 13. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that book at home where there's actually a paragraph written about every officer that served on both sides of the war. The biography was available. Disaster at Stone Bridge. So we just lost that siege, and we're retreating back on. Where the hell? Everybody fell back on Fort Washington. Except for our division, which is still at Fairfax. Yeah, everybody but our division has left the field. Oh, that's it. Okay, some of them are coming back now. And moved into another siege. Oh, I need way more prestige so I can start upgrading my command levels and start unmessing this mess. You know what? You're probably no Arrows. Actually, it wasn't the bipolar disorder. That was actually something I had before going into the battle. I picked up this one after the battle, the agitation. The other one I had before going into the battle. So that wasn't the bipolar disorder, and I do believe that affects my stats during a battle. I don't understand how much it would affect me in any way. As commanding the officer directly, I don't know how much that would affect you. Oh, our ratings crap. I think our regiment's broken already. A naval victory at Hampton Roads. What I wanted to click on. So our readiness is crap, so I think our regiment's broken from the siege. That's 13th Pennsylvania. What a 13th New York. We're in the siege, but where the hell is our regiment? Huh. Whatever. Let's try this again. We're in the siege, but it's not showing us. I don't know. Yeah, my character does not like the camp life, apparently. Roll over another day, then see how we're doing in this siege. We're about to roll into winter camps pretty soon. It's already September. The siege is going now. And we are winning it, but not by... Oh, we already got 3-year contracts. That was fast. Before we just passed the 2-year contracts. It's only September of 1861. I feel like that policy passed too soon. It is what it is. We do have it. That's always a good thing. I mean, even as a civilian, as a regular player, you do want to get down here as quickly as possible. Now we're working on a legal blockade. Doesn't mean much because intervention for the British is down at 30%, so it's never going to climb higher than that. It may actually just drop. Nice to see the AI work on some diplomacy, see if we can't get some Enfield muskets imported. Disaster at Winfield. Army of West Virginia fleeing in panic. Where'd that happen? Alright, I've been over here. They're being pursued. Department of Norfolk is operating in West Virginia. Really? Just lost to Charleston? Saw that happen. They just retreated to Charleston and Department of Norfolk chased them. No, I'm glad they did an Eastern Theater Command for the regimental level. I also wish they did a trans... It's probably too soon to say this. But, I would like to see maybe a second DLC release that has the regimental command at the Western Theater. That'd be pretty interesting. Oh, the whole month's already gone by already. So we're at the 19th. Take a look at the siege once we hit the 20th. The state of Kanawha, Virginia divided. So even Even though we did lose that battle, looks like we managed to grab West Virginia. Siege is still in our favor. The numbers aren't as bad as they were previously. Actually, no, it wasn't this campaign. Reported campaign. We got into a siege and the casualties were in the double-digit thousands. Esther at Fayetteville. I could have sworn I just saw these buttons were open to us to touch. Apparently not. I just saw something about a room about Brigadier General Morris, but we missed it. Popping up again. So West Virginia is formed. Now this war could still go either direction at the regimental level, the way the battles are going. Victory at Fayetteville. Is there more than one department in Norfolk, or have they transferred into North Carolina already? Department of Norfolk was out here. Now it's okay, so Department of Norfolk moved back into the Carolinas already. That was damn fast. Lost a battle at Fayetteville. It's already moving to October. Holy crap. Wait till the month clicks over, and then we'll check the siege again. And the block... Okay, that passed really fast. I don't think that should have passed that fast. It's been less than a month, and we already have the blockade act. That went by really quickly. Yeah, you're right, Randall. It is basically a different game at this point. I noticed that with my 63 campaign starts. I do start as a brigade commander instead of an army commander. It's basically a different game completely. But like I said, it's kind of stuck here with it being a little bit boring. The way you're just sitting around waiting for the AI to issue orders. So, as you go up command division, brigade to division to corps command, it should become a lot more interesting. And we got this paper again. And King Cotton 3 policy enacted, so it doesn't affect us. But they're already at King Cotton 3. Really? That's the same level. Where is that? I don't think they should have that, because that's down here alongside industrialization. I don't think they should have that yet. We're working on government funding. Probably need that. Yeah, we're down trouble. We have orders to march westwards, but we're stuck in a siege. How the hell are we supposed to do that? Wait, did the siege end and we restart it? This doesn't make any sense. We've almost won this siege. Going on for forever. Bonham's at 1,350 casualties to our 728. Hopefully the siege ends soon. Yeah, Howard. Like I said, it's going to be interesting as you move up. POW back. Oh. exchange. I could care less about him. Mansfield's back from being wounded. Oh, yeah. Crap, we're already halfway through October, so let's take a quick look at the intelligence reports. Still engaged in skirmishes going on along the line with troops from Brigadier General Bottom's Army of the Potomac. Look at the intelligence report. Even though we're halfway through the month, so this is already old. Yep, they finished King Cotton 3 already. They've completed subsidized agriculture, Austrian rifles, and legacy rifles as far as projects go. Oh, and their relations dropped to 10% with the British from 30. Wow. They recruited 12,000 men into 18 brigades. That's probably 18 regiments, not brigades. The following units have been formed. The Army of the Piedmont, Wise's Corps. The following fleets have been raised. Atlantic Squadron 5 operating near Virginia, and another 14 ships are being constructed. And their army's morale is at 77%. I don't think that's correct. And it's at 78, so it's actually pretty correct. It's probably this siege that's drawing it down. Honestly, lest we forget, I honestly have no idea. Like I said, this series is going to be completely live stream every Saturday. I don't know how long this will go, to be honest with you. This is brand new. It's a new DLC. We've never done it before, so I can't even give a guesstimation on how long it would take. I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, if it keeps up like this, the way we've been going so far with the sieges and no movements and stuff like... Was there a weapons order? 30 pieces. I should not be getting a lot of these messages because I'm not at a higher command level. I should not be receiving all these messages, to be honest with you. That's something they need to update there. I mean, as you go up in command, it should unlock more of these messages. But this is a lot of stuff that, as a regimental commander, you're not going to get. Disaster at Fort Mifflin. We are not... What? They're in Philadelphia? What the hell is going on? Holy crap. Oh, what? So your avatar can get killed. And your son's avatar died at First Manassas. Holy. Let me guess, in the questionnaire, he picked that one question where he says they can't hit anything at this range. I forget which officer said that and then was shot immediately afterwards by a sniper. But let me guess, he picked that question on the questionnaire, so he died off the bat, right? Pony Express closes. Speaking of which, seeing the Pony Express, some I'm planning for next year, as I do have like I did attend the reunion in Nashville, like I told you guys a few months ago. The next one's in Reno, so I'm actually planning on taking 3 weeks off from my job and driving the original route of the Lincoln Highway to get there. So it starts at the Empire State Building in Manhattan and ends in San Francisco. My question is, would you guys be interested in seeing a video of that? Me just driving my way westward following the old Lincoln Highway, which actually does parallel the old Pony Express routes. I'm thinking about doing that, spending a week driving out to California following the old Lincoln Highway and then tracking back to Reno for the reunion. I'd love to know if you guys would be interested in seeing something. Alright, we have entered the winter season. During winter, temperatures are generally low and rains turn roads to mud. Northern parts of the continent, snow and ice will further complicate things. Military operations and logistics become more difficult as movement is hampered, foraging is limited, and soldiers suffer from disease due to cold if not properly sheltered. Armies will automatically go to winter quarters to shelter from the elements if no movement orders are given. Readiness increases slower, supply situation becomes more difficult, and order delays are longer. As operations will most likely cease, it's advisable to use wintertime to rest, refit, and replenish your units and yourself before the eventual starting of spring campaign season. Of course, surprise may lay in launching an offensive during winter, but the risk of failure due to columns getting bogged down, deteriorating health, and logistical situations would be high. I think we're still in that siege. Honestly, I've been focused up here at Philadelphia, where there's obviously 5 rebel corps. Army of South Carolina, Army of Shenandoah, Porterfield's Division, Army of the Northwest are all outside of Camden and Philadelphia. This is... What the hell is going on? And we now have 1.8 thousand prestige. Really? How the hell did we get that high? Hold on. We gained... Okay, so this is a glitch. That newspaper popped up 3 times for forming West Virginia. We got 500 prestige for West Virginia forming, but the paper popped 3 times, so we got 1,500 prestige out of that. That's a glitch that needs to be addressed. I mean, I'm happy for it. I'm glad I got all that prestige, but that is a glitch that needs to be addressed. Glorious victory at Winchester. Army of Piedmont fleeing in panic. Colonel Reynolds becomes a national hero. It's now November. We're still stuck in this siege. And it hasn't moved at all. Army's now at 830 casualties, that are almost 2,000. I mean, we got 50,000 men on the field. They're less than 20,000. This should be over. This shouldn't be a siege. We should have just flooded their entrenchments. Sheer amount of numbers would have carried the day. Now I'm wondering, since we have so much prestige, we're in a siege, so I can't look at... There we go. Click on another unit that's not in the siege, and you can open up yours. The hell? What is this? I'm getting a tooltip on that. But what is this G down here? There's no tooltip popping. Alright, we're in a siege, so I can't see anything right now, but I think we have almost enough prestige to request a brigade command. Now, I would like to take 3rd Brigade away from Sherman. Since my grunts are in this brigade, I want to take it over. I only see the icons still for the regiments and not for a higher command, so maybe that has to do with my rank. And I'm now 48% away from... I can influence my promotion. That's interesting. Using your personal influence and connections, pull all possible ropes to secure yourself a promotion. Spend 655 to get promoted to the rank of colonel. Yeah, I'm not willing to, because I already have command of a regiment. I'm not willing to use 655 prestige to get promoted to a full colonel. I'd rather let this happen as is, and then use prestige to get a brigadier's rank. I think that'd be the better option there. I feel like it's a waste of prestige to get plussed up to a colonel. All right, so you guys do want to see those travel videos. Okay, so I will start planning that, set money aside for the equipment. Uh, like I said, I was going to do it no matter what, but I'd rather know if you guys would like to see something like that. I think it would be a very, very interesting road trip. As I said, we're going to be starting at the original start point in the Lincoln Highway, which is at the Empire State Building in Manhattan, and ending in San Francisco, I do believe. You can actually look up, you can Google it if you choose to, a route of the Lincoln Highway, and it'll show you the entire route. I don't think it touches an interstate at any point along the way. It may go next to a few, but for the most part, you don't touch any highways. Which is something I really like. I love my road trips. Like my last road trip, which some of you all followed, I didn't post up the stuff like I said I was going to, because I was just logistically, I just didn't have the equipment to do it. Wish I'd set up better to have you guys follow along my travels, but I did 3,000 from my reunion in Nashville. From door to door, I did 3,000 miles exactly, door to door, on that little road trip of mine. Outside of the week I spent in and around Nashville, I did 3,000 miles of driving in 2 weeks. So it was a lot to do, and I just wasn't set up logistically to record it. So I'm definitely looking forward to do that. Now that I know you guys are interested in seeing something like that, I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. And it'll be next year. It's going to be next summer, so it's going to be a while before that happens. But I'm just glad to know that you guys want to see something like that. This siege is taking forever. What the hell? It's almost December. And Trent affair is resolved. I really don't care about that. Oh, McDowell was defamed after that last battle. I didn't know that. So he's now back in the good graces of everybody who's in command of the army right now. McDowell was defamed. He should have been taken out of command. No, McDowell's still in charge, even though he's defamed. They didn't pull him out of command. He should have been. We're 447 men with 68 disabled. We need men in the regiment. We can't keep on going like this. Thank you for the compliment, Howard. Like I said, I don't think my voice is that great. It's just the voice of a man who's spent too many years smoking and drinking. Speaking of smoking. It's raining cats and dogs today. Thankfully, we kept dry in our camps. Yeah, I mean, keeping dry in the camps. I mean, being a reenactor, I know the half shelters and shared tents are not that great at keeping the weather out. Now, regimental commander's tent, those tents are nice. I think it's raining, but we don't have any weather patterns over us. Passed the Confiscation Act. Okay, that should help us with our supplies. Doesn't really do anything for my regiment. And the snows are starting to fall. It's December 13th. All right. well into winter. This siege should have been over a long time ago. You fight and drink and know things. Yeah, if the infantry had chiefs, I'd definitely be if the infantry had warrant officers, I'd definitely be a warrant officer in the infantry. I drink, I fight, and I know things. That is the mantra of a good warrant officer. Yeah, this siege is not budged. We should have won this already. They're at 3,000. They're almost at 3,000 casualties to our 1,100. We got 47,000 infantry, 5,000 cavalry, and 75 guns. They have 17,900 infantry, 198 cavalry, and 18. Could have flooded their entrenchments and just wrecked Bonham's force already. So I don't know what's going on with this. It's like we won a battle of Pamlico Sound. Medal of Honor is now available. We need to end this siege and get our asses back north. Are they still outside of Philadelphia? Yes. Still have reports on 2 corps here. We got Porterfield's division, 4,600 men, and army in the northwest with 1,200 going up to 6,000. So where do the rest of their forces go off to? They had a lot of forces up here outside of Philadelphia and Camden. So they've taken Camden, New Jersey. They gave up on taking Philadelphia. I don't know why. They hold Fort Mifflin, so they can capture Philadelphia whenever they want. If they capture Philadelphia, that'll move this power bar well into their favor. Probably bring the British into the fight, to be honest with you. Oh, you were warned. Okay. I'll be honest, Howard, every warrant, basically every warrant I knew serving the infantry, the warrants that were attached to like the infantry brigades, they were some of the craziest guys I ever met. So I know our warrant in Afghanistan, he actually tried creating a Trojan horse because a lot of logistics convoys that were used the local nationals for were getting hit. So this guy came up with the idea of, hey, let's turn a Connex into a Trojan horse and put some firing slits in it and drop some infantry in there and have them drive up and down the damn Highway 1 until it gets attacked. Thank God we never did that. So I can't imagine driving around in Afghanistan in the back of locked in a Connex waiting to get hit. The guy was insane. Still a good guy. Saw him at the last reunion. Still a heavy drinker and still whacked out of his head, but still a good guy. Industrialization 2 policy is enacted. All right. This siege needs to end. It's now January 11th. Come on. This is ridiculous. This power, it just slid a little bit more in our favor, but not by much. This is ridiculous. Conscription is introduced in the Confederacy, so their numbers are about to plus up. But not by much. The first round of conscription does not give you too much in the way of personnel. They have over 100,000 men in the field right now. Oof. Oh, good spot arrows. I did not see that. First Division is in the red. They were the latecomers to the siege, too. Looks like none of their units are broken. They're just, again, that might be a First Division of their army. There's 2 first divisions present, but none of them have broken brigades. Oh, here's ours finally. Oh, we're broken. Our regiment's broken. Our division is busted. It's probably our division, so we got moved around over to here. Yeah, this is our division actually, so our division's broken. I'm getting tired of seeing this raining cats and dogs in camp message there, but this we're almost into February now. This siege should have been finished. This is disgusting. But all these core here, we should have just flooded. I sound like a broken record, but we should have just flooded their entrenchments before this ended this already. So Siege told us we have 1,300 casualties. Siege told us we have over 1,000 casualties in our division alone. So it seems like most of the casualties are coming out of our division. Yeah, they're now below 17,000 infantry, 187 cavalry, and 16 guns. We should have ended this a long time ago. I would like to add, because I do have the one empty slot in my headquarters, I believe. I would like to add somebody, actually. Because I'm not going to use prestige to get promoted to a full colonel. I'm already 66% of the way to colonel. Now my influence, so last time we looked at this, I needed over 600 influence. Now I need 426 for the promotion, but I'll wait until this fills up completely before I go for the promotion. I think spending the prestige for a brigadier rank would be better for me than spending it on a colonel's rank. I do need a quartermaster. So something I didn't notice in when we did the live stream originally, this icon right here shows you the effects of the officer. So I go more into this in the recorded campaign, but these icons right here show you what the effects of these officers have on you. So Lieutenant Charles here, Charles Dodge here gives me +7 initiative and -7 on orders delay. So he's actually a very good adjutant. And Lieutenant Colonel McGregor here, who's actually the same rank as me, is my second in command, actually gives me +6 administration. So he actually has a very good effect on my command status here. We do need a quartermaster. Let's see who we got available here. Right off the bat, we got some big names available here. We got Samuel Carter, William Wallace, Minty, Hicks, Osterhaus, Shaw, Fife, and McMillan. These are actually some pretty big names to have available. And they all cost something different, so start down at 122 up to 137. So you kind of want the guy that's got the most effects, which would be Carter, and I do have the points for him. And he'd give me a supply efficiency of +43. Yes, we will definitely take him. So he'll be able to keep our regiment better supplied, and later on our brigade once we get a command of a brigade. So I'm not exactly sure how supplies work at the regiment and brigade level. We got some things available. Throw a party. Spend some money to throw a proper party for your fellow officers. This will earn you 250 prestige. I am a party animal, so I probably should throw one. Gamble. Stocks are expensive and fundraisers boring. Gamble instead. You will make some profits, but too much gambling may get you into all kinds of trouble. Increases your money by 300. So I'll spend 200 to gain 100. I don't know. Might be worth it. Fat camp. I am not fat, damn it. I think I'm only 160 pounds. I'm not fat. Political compromise. Your political views are getting you into trouble? Maybe expand a bit outside of your information bubble. Stop sending short messages to local newspapers and talk to people. Compromise. Decreases extreme political views and fame. So my fame will drop, but my other officers should like me better. Yeah, no, I don't care if they like me or not. Confession. If you have sinned, you may feel the need to confess those sins. Increase piety and decrease fame. Yeah, no. I'm not giving up any fame. I'm a fighting party animal. That is not happening. So, yeah, we're throwing a party. There we go. Not the best spent money in the world, but it'll increase our prestige a little bit more. So when we get that full rank of colonel, I should be able to try and bump up to a brigadier fairly quickly. All right, who's bringing? Oh, you know I'm bringing the whiskey arrows. You know I am definitely showing up with a bunch of bottles of 569. Everybody gets a bottle. You don't stagger away, you weren't at my party. Oh, come on. We're moving into March and the siege is still going. Come on. This is killing me right now. I don't know about the rest of you all, but this is killing me. Military Policy 2 enacted. Some of these policies seem to be popping off way faster than they should be. Siege really hasn't moved. Now I have them almost 4,000 casualties, 3,600 right now. Going on to 3,700 or 1,300. Once again, most of these casualties are from my division. The division that I'm in, not mine. It will be my division one of these days. Not yet. And Confederates are now offering bounties. Oh, don't worry, Arrows. You won't be enjoying it from a prone position. I'll prop you up right next to the jukebox, or what would be at this period what was the name of that piano that plays by itself? Is it a player piano? I definitely have one of those at the party. You don't even need somebody playing. Put one of those. Yeah, I think it's called a player's piano that played on its own. I definitely have one of those there, and I prop you up right next to it, just like a jukebox. Well, we've already moved through winter. Campaigning season. Now March 1st. Oh, good God. Winter is over. Weather and temperatures are no longer hamper large-scale military operations and logistics. Troops are disassembling. Okay, they got to reword some of this stuff. Troops are disassembling their winter quarters and preparing for action, as traditionally spring season starting with campaign season. Large-scale operations will most likely soon kick off. It's advisable to make sure you and your men are as prepared as you can be. The enemy movements are observed with care. Action accomplished. Your party was a great success, and you have earned a lot of personal prestige along the way. The wine was good, and so was the whiskey. Ooh, yeah. My whiskey is always good. Airborne Grunt 76, how are we doing? All those messages. Definitely. Bala, my friend, clear the way. I wish we could say that, but we're stuck in a siege right now. And the French are now invading Mexico. I'm jealous. I get all the tequila and senoritas where we're stuck up here in the siege outside of Stone Bridge. Disaster at Edenton. Army of New Jersey. We have an Army of New Jersey? So yeah, so let's go take a look at what the hell's happening up here outside of Philadelphia. So they still haven't taken Philadelphia. They now have Camden and Trenton. I honestly, they can keep Trenton, New Jersey, to be honest with you. Are they moving on New York? Oh dear God, we need to get the hell out of the siege. They might be moving against New York. So they hold Trenton. And they have the telegraph station just outside of New Brunswick. Fugitive Slave Act annulled. Weapons are delivered. We should not be getting these. Oh, more howitzers. Why the hell are we ordering so many howitzers? Are they going to be coming north to take Newark and New York City? Not good. The Army of Susquehanna is up here. But this siege has gone all winter. We're getting ready to move into April here, and this thing is still going on. And it is. Victory bar is not moved. Well, Airborne Grunt, if you are watching this on your way, I hope you're just listening and not actually watching while you're driving, to be honest, unless you're on a train or a bus. And we have released the Emancipation Proclamation. Don't care about Colonel Butterfield. So we didn't retreat off the peninsula, so I wonder if he's written taps yet or not. That's actually an interesting little note. If you actually go out to the peninsula and just a little bit eastwards of Malvern Hill, crap, I can't remember where exactly it is on the map here, but there is a plantation there, and there's actually a monument where Butterfield wrote the tune Taps while waiting to evacuate off of the peninsula. And there's actually a small monument there. I'm going to take a trip. I'm definitely going to take a trip back down and do the 7 days battles again. So I did that on a 2-day road trip on my way back from vacation once. I spent the week in Florida, and I'm like, I got a few more days. I'm going to go hit the peninsula. So I didn't know that monument was there. I just happened to find it by accident. So I'm definitely going to take a trip down. Probably do a short video on that. Better weapons should be available by now. You might be right. I click on an army not in combat in order to get the OOB. Nope. Stocks have not increased at all. They're still sitting at the same levels. There is nothing available to us outside of mixed muskets. That's just worse than what we already have. I got no control over any of this. Maybe once I move into brigade command, I can order weapons. I don't know. We'll see once we get there. Speaking of which, it's been a few months. Let's take a look at our rank slider. Now 77% of the way to full colonel. Hopefully we'll get there sometime soon. But I doubt it. We've been stuck in... We've been in this siege for what, 6 months now? Yeah, I think it's been 6 months that we've been in this siege. This is disgusting. They're down below 16,000 infantry. They're down below 16,000 all told. They got 15,579 infantry, 188 cavalry, and 15 guns, which means they are well below 16,000 men for the whole force. To our 42,750. Oh, hey, look, these buttons opened up. And we've enacted funding one policy. Hello, these weren't... This might be a glitch, because these were grayed out earlier. Well, let's hit this. Hello. How long have we been... Holy crap, we've been going 2 hours and 45 minutes. Holy crap. I didn't realize we've been going that long. And my health went down. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't think we should have been able to do this. I just turned this into an actual battle. I think this might have been a glitch. I don't think I should have been able to do this. Those buttons were grayed out the last time I looked at it. Well, as long as you do it safely, hats off to you. Just don't spend too much time looking at something other than the road. Alright, welcome to, I think this is the second battle of Stone Bridge. Yes, it is. This is the second battle of Stone Bridge. It is a meeting engagement. So we have to capture the unfinished railroad, Matthews Hill, and Henry Hill. We kind of got troops all over the place here. Who we got coming onto the field? Let's take a look at commanding officers. So, looks like Winfield Scott is in command of our forces, and Hardy is in command of the rebel forces. So it's just our army on the field. It looks like all of our divisions are present. And the Army of the Potomac for the rebels with all their forces present. And we do have a major numbers advantage on this fight. So let's get this kicked off. Now, where are we? Oh, we're starting broken. So we started this battle broken, which means our morale is going to be maxed at 30%. Take objective. Lieutenant Colonel, my brigade is ordered to attack Henry Hill. Move your regiment to the stated position to support the attack. So we're marching straight up the road here. Order to start moving in this direction. Doesn't look like we should have that bad of a roadblock as we did last time. And it's still going to be a lot of forces moving down this one road. It looks like you might actually get out ahead of everybody. We are hauling. Let's go, grunts. Boys are hauling ass like they're light cavalry. Let's make sure we're in position to take this objective. 10 prestige reaching the objective point. And we are capturing Henry Hill now. Wonder how much prestige that will give us. And there's rebel forces. Look at all those dust trails. Whoa, that gave us 100 prestige. Nice. That gave us 100 prestige for the regiment. That's very good. 200 prestige. $60. Still a lot of money for that time period. Did spend $200 on that party. What we're going to do now... I guarantee you Sherman still doesn't like us, and he's probably going to give us bad orders anyway. There we go. Lieutenant Colonel, the 2nd Division is under attack by the enemy. My brigade is on the march to support our boys. Take your regiment and move to the stated position as quickly as possible. I have a feeling he's going to be ordering our regiment around a lot without the rest of the brigade again. So let's march over here to this little saddle over here. And we'll push in on the flank in the box. Doesn't look like they have anything over here, so I might be able to push in along the fence line here and push into the flank of this brigade or division. 1st Battery, Richmond Howitzers, 8th South Carolina, 3rd Alexandria, so 30th. Oh, we are out for some vengeance. Here's the 2nd South Carolina and the 30th Virginia. Oh, we are about to get us some vengeance. Same guys we were fighting against in the last battle. Did we lose 100 men during the siege? Yes, we did. We are down quite a few men. We started with over 500. We're down to 390. So, we are having some issues personnel-wise. So I need to figure out how to plus up the number of men in my regiment, because this is pretty bad for this point in the war. We're down to 390 already. And 11th Maryland is out on... That's a 5-star battery. Holy crap. They should rip this regiment apart. Oh, Hampton Legion is down to 250. These guys were... I think the last battle, these guys had over 700 men in the ranks. Holy crap. They are way down in strength. Oh, crap. We didn't see all these guys. Look at that. A whole nother division out here. This is Sherman not liking us and giving us bad orders. This is what this is. Where is the rest of our brigade? They're still back here. They're still back at the starting position. So he gave us orders to move up on our own. We captured Henry House on our own, and now we're giving orders for our regiment alone to attack. He does not like us. Oh, but it looks like the brigade has orders to move over here, but with these forces here, that is not a good idea. Maybe we can at least push off the skirmishers, but we can't do much more than that. The 18th miss, 17th miss, 5th South Carolina, 14th, and 25th Georgia. Yeah, we're not pushing these brigades off, these regiments off. So our morale is maxed at 30. We started broken. So we don't have much in the way of resilience at all when it comes to combat. You know what? Let's bring ourselves back this way. See if we can't move on the flanks of these skirmishers at least. And 11th Maryland is not doing so hot. Oh, they're firing. They have bombardment orders, but they got these guys in canister range. They could canister the crap out of this regiment. They're not doing it. I just heard some firing out this way. We taking fire? Oh, I can spend 226 prestige to get him to follow my lead. I'm not going to do that. All right, now new orders to come back here, so we will do just that. That's better than our previous orders, so let's get the hell out of where we are. Come over here and get those prestige points. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do this right now, but the entire brigade started broken. So our morale is... So I could take over command of the brigade. Bump Sherman to the side, but the morale of the brigade is so low that it's really not worthwhile. Could take over the division for 492 prestige. But I don't think we'll do that. Because there's no way in God's green earth Lieutenant Colonel is going to tell a division commander, let alone a brigade commander, get the hell out of the way, I know better. Let's speed this up a little bit here. Wait for the rest of our brigade to arrive. Who's this? 4th Rhode Island, they're a different brigade. We're actually showing a minor defeat. We're at 30 casualties apiece. That's not bad. Their 4th U.S. Artillery Detachment. Oh! Let's go down to play. They are coming at us strong. This is why you don't run the game at too high of a level. Oh. Start falling back. was not expecting this. At least we have the cavalry supporting us. Thankfully, we don't have the first battle debuff. Shouldn't have had it in the last one. Let's get out of firing range and see if we can't work our way around the flanks. I think we could do some good work up here if we get around the flanks of the Carolina regiments here and get onto this fence line. Orders come out this way. First of our brigade is coming up, yes. That's Schenck. Where is Sherman? He's over here now. Okay. So my brigade's back here. And that's standard, like I said, that's standard practice basically for the last battle. We are nowhere near our home brigade command because our brigade doesn't like us. We're into 4th U.S. artillery just broke. That's a shame because they're... Okay, everything just froze. Come on. Here we go. Come on. You know you want to. Let's go. Get this back down to play. Must be a lot of orders going out right now. I think that's what it was. Yeah, this whole division pushing forward. So a lot of orders just went out at the same time. Come on. Get back down towards the play button. Get rid of this stuttering. Come on. Oh, God, this is not good. Okay, there we go. Oh, we had it back. Damn it. All right, Howie, I'm glad you joined us for as long as you did. This episode's going quite a while now. I think we're actually just crossed the 3-hour mark. Holy crap. So, try and finish this battle out before closing the episode if it stops stuttering like this. Holy. Come on. Well, I'm going to save this real fast, close out, and then come back in. That should fix this. Over here, save. Let's exit out to the menu real fast. Probably just have to let the memory clean up a little bit. Let's try this. I think it's just a matter of memory need to get cleaned up. I'm sorry about this, folks. This is just slightly annoying. All right, let's see if this cleans things up a little bit. Just might have. Or maybe not. I'm still stuttering. But now my troops are doing something weird. Oh, come on. Let's advance. We'll pull back to the map. All right, things look like they're flowing a little better now. Okay, that's going to be an issue going forward. I think it has to do with memory because I've been running this for so long now. Because I've crossed the 3 hour mark, so I generally do close. I generally do save and close the game, let the memory clean up, and then come back in, do my recordings. That's probably what this is. It's just a memory issue. Slowly draw back in. That might have worked a little bit. So a little stuttering at this level. Not as bad as it was. Here. I'm waiting for the new orders to go to my regiment. They're moonwalking backwards right now for some reason. Looks like where I was trying to maneuver around to get on the flanks of these regiments, this brigade pushed in and pushed these guys off of Chin Ridge here. Yeah, time does fly when you're having a good time, Randall. It really does. The majority of fighting is happening up here by Matthews Hill over here. You guys are just all kind of clumped up down by the stone house. Not a good place to be. You really can't tell by the map. Oh, there's the end of the day. But if you've never been to the Manassas battlefield, that really is a pretty deep gully there that the stone house is at. Lieutenant Colonel, our scouts report enemy units are spotted in the area of operation. Deploy your regiment and engage. Okay. Looks like we got brigade-sized orders here. Where is my regiment? Let these orders go out. We got a lot of movement going on. Over here. Oh, we're already inside the deployment zone. Let's push up to this fence line over here. And see what we can see. So they're probably all massed up back in this area because we can't see anybody over here. So we should take Matthew's farmhouse with no issue. It's going to be taking the unfinished railroad. It's going to be a problem. Just a little bit here. It looks like the stuttering's gone away for the most part. Got some fighting around Matthews Hill. Drop this to X2. There's a rebel regiment, 7th Louisiana. I was really hoping to get some vengeance against those other regiments, but I don't know where they are now. Virginia, not the guys we want to fight. Bravo Battery, New York Artillery, coming up with us. I have a feeling we're going to be on our lonesome out here on the flank. And look at all those dust trails. We're not exactly putting ourselves in a good position here, but give us a good overview of what's going on. Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel, I request you support the Department of Virginia as a reserve. Deploy the unit's immediate rear, provide support at its flank if required, and wait for further opportunities. Yeah, I'm not marching into that area. I'll stay over here. No thank you, Mr. Sherman. No thank you. We got enough forces to our front as it is. And there's a battery in position over here. Way down from now. I do want to move over and hit these two regiments in the flank to support this push over here, but that'll leave my ass out in the open to everything that's coming down the road over here. Guys are on the move. Somebody moving back here. I'm gonna get flanked out. I'm already flanked out. Look at that. 49. We got regiments in my rear. I'm already flanked. Virginia, 28th Virginia, 19th Virginia, plus this brigade over here. I'm in a bad spot. guys push out on their own. Maybe I can hit them in the flank as they're pushing forward. Kind of angling away from me. So let's push over here. Take the 7th Louisiana and 7th Virginia in the flank and rear if we can. That'll help this push right here. Does disobeying your commanding officer have a negative effect on your avatar? I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really been following the orders in this battle or last battle. It doesn't really seem to have a negative effect all that much. Again, he doesn't like me anyway, so I honestly don't know. Oh god, we're down to 371. We need reinforcements for my regiment. Not turn to face the artillery, hit the infantry. At will? Yes, I am already engaging at will. Don't need your permission for it, sir. Already in position for that reserve order, so that works out. Got 10 prestige just for being where we are already. We should be showing a flank rear position on regiments, but not. We are now in the rear of this regiment. It's not showing it being cleared out. See if we can't get rid of the 4th battery here for Washington artillery. They're getting ready to break. Stop giving me reserve orders. I'm already fighting. Actually, I think that's a glitch in the game. I was on the Discord before coming on the stream, and I read something about orders popping up over and over again, and it's basically just like farming prestige. They're showing flank, they're showing reared. Okay, they're pulling out now. Still looking to see if we can see off the Washington artillery here. Yep, this is definitely a glitch. But I'll take that extra prestige. That's just a nice big mass for our boys to fire into. We don't aim, just goddamn shoot in that direction. Hearing firing to our left. Are they behind us? There's a regiment coming up behind us. Good thing I looked. Look at that. They're reared out, so is there somebody behind them? No. So I don't know why they're showing us reared out. 33rd Pennsylvania engage in the 18th Virginia and 28th Virginia. Looks like the forces back here have mostly been dispersed. I need to extract back the defense line now because this regiment's coming up on us. Thankfully, our casualties aren't too high as of yet, but could be worse. But because we have so few men, our resilience is not very high. We're almost at 50% resilience loss. Oh, and we just broke. Like I said, our morale is capped at 30% right now because we started the battle broken. We've taken a lot of casualties so far, 1,400, 1,000, but we probably lost a lot of guys to desertion overnight. There really hasn't been that much in the way of fighting. Where are we retreating to? Keep going, boys. Right back over here. Who is this? Right over here to General Franklin. We have another general right here. Who's that? George Thomas. He's middle of the road with us. We can go hang out by him for now. Maybe we can get him to dislike us while we're standing there. Regiment's quick so I know when it reforms. We can go watch what's going on over here. Yeah, you're right, Randall. You do lose prestige by not following the orders. You gain the prestige by moving into the orders box. So you have the potential loss of prestige there. But it doesn't really seem to have that negative of an effect on your character itself. I mean, maybe if the Sherman didn't already hate me, we might actually see a sliding of his opinion of me. But, because he doesn't like us to begin with, I really can't tell if there's a negative penalty for not following him. I think that's something that needs to be explained a little better by the devs. Sorry about that. I actually just knocked my microphone over. Looks like we're now reformed. Nope, we are not. So, oh, we're still panicked. I was looking at cohesion. We're still panicked. Morale's at 19%. Plus 35% per hour, so we should be reformed by 0900 in game. We moved into a minor victory, but sliding back in the rebels' favor, looks like. We're over 2,000 casualties, so they're 1,300 now, but that 1,300 happens at 7% losses, almost 8% losses. We have a lot fewer men on the field. I don't think it's going to be as long as, you know what, that just watched it tick back over in the rebels' favor. It just might be another long fight. Once again, I mean, AI is controlling these battles. So, you have overwhelming numbers, just not using them. We're back to unstable. Should be reforming. Looks like we're pushing in good over here. There's only the one regiment holding back this division over here with the 28th Reserve of it. That should be over fairly soon. Yep, we can lure ourselves back up here to the fence line, so we can do that. I'll move my men closer to the action. And we're back to 30% morale, which is as high as we can get right now. Maybe we can push in and get some more shots on the flank of this brigade over here. At least that's what I'm hoping what we can do. Look at that. They are all breaking. What the hell? What is going on? We should not be losing this fight. What the hell is going on? That's bad. And my regiment just broke again. Ugh. Where the hell's the rest of the brigade? Back here, of course. Not even in on the action. I ain't doing nothing once again. Morale of the brigade is panicked, even though they're not doing it. Then again, our division started the battle broken. So. We're about to lose a fight that we had overwhelming odds on. This is disgusting. I don't think I'll be up for promotion yet after this battle, and weapons-wise, unless we hold the field, we're not going to be capturing any of their Mississippis or anything like that, so I don't see us getting a weapons upgrade either. What I really want right now is to get my regiment back to, I wish you could do it and send my regiment back to New York to plus its numbers back up, because we are very low on men. We actually retreated back to Sherman. Last man I want to hang out around. It looks like we're about to lose control of Matthews Hill. Looks like they're sending out the 6th Pennsylvania to attack this battery with no support. As soon as the regiment's reformed, they're going to push them back again in Matthews Hill here. We need to retain control of this. Or if anything, get the nice prestige bump from taking it. boys doing? You charging in, or are you gonna sit there and shoot? Make up your minds. Still broken. I don't know if we're gonna reform again during this fight. Back this out so I can speed it up a little more safely. Our morale is at 0%. Maybe by 1000 hours we can have our morale back up, but I don't know at this point. We should have not lost this fight, but we are losing it. Jeez, we're almost at 3,000 casualties already. But our morale is at 29.4 to their 49. I don't think there's any way of recovering this fight. Right, 1000, we get a morale boost? No, we did not. I think our regiment's out for the battle. Looks like this division, or this brigade's pushing in up here. Nope, still ticking over in the rebels' favor. Come on, regiment, reform. We got to get back in this fight. We have all these unused forces back here. This is bad. I think I may have to push for a promotion after this battle to at least try and get command of the brigade. And we just froze. God, there was a stuttering. We were running so well. What's the hell's going on? Unless there's a lot of orders going out right now, but we might be having withdrawal orders go out for our army. Yeah, it looks like we just issued withdrawal orders. Come on. We need to get away from this stuttering, damn it. control my mouse again. Come on. Come on. Back down here and drop the speed a little. That should help. Come on. Give it to me. There we go. Come on. I do apologize for this. This is annoying as hell. That stopped stuttering. It might just have. Ugh, come on. This is annoying. We need to get this battle finished. Back to the main menu real fast. We'll load back into the fight. That seemed to help with the stuttering the last time. Once again, I do apologize for this. I've never had these stuttering issues like I'm having now. Not even on my recorded playthroughs. This is just bad. I've fought much, much larger battles than this and not had the issues. Manpower wise, but this is a lot of maneuver elements on the map, so that's probably what's having the effect on us right now. My computer's not even running hot, so this is definitely a memory thing. Alright, back in. Play and see what happens. And there's the stutter. God damn it. Right, we already know this battle's kind of a wash, so I'm probably going to try and push this up to 20 speed. If I can get my mouse down to the damn corner. Right now, we already know we lost this, even though we should. Oh, now it's sliding back in our favor. Okay. There we go. We never should have lost this battle to begin with. Not with our numbers advantage, but it looks like it's going back in our favor now. Let's move to a reserve position. I don't see where on the map you want us. Looks like the stutter is gone now, but I'll keep it out here just to be safe. Looks like, okay, the battle was going back in our favor. Now it's back in the rep. This is really going back and forth. Yeah, Project Lest We Forget. That's when a lot of orders go out at the same time, it really messes with things. I've noticed that on my record campaigns, but the stuttering I'm seeing on my live streams, I really think it's a memory issue because of the amount of maneuver elements on the field. Because personnel wise, he wants us to go over here. That's not a reserve position. Stutter's basically gone though, so yeah, let's push up. We're nowhere near our brigade. Now he wants us over here. We're going to push up over here to the fence line. See if we can't rejoin the fighting. Looks like the stuttering solved for the most part. The last battle looks like when we flipped over to day 2, that solved a lot of the stuttering also. Move up and attack this regiment here. 65th Virginia. Flank them out and support the 33rd and 35th over here. Arrows, honestly, like I said, I do believe it just has to do with the amount of maneuver elements on it. Even with the larger battles, my recorded campaigns where I have 30, 40 brigades on the field, and the rebels have 30, 40 brigades on the field, there's still fewer units than what you see right now. This is all down to the regiments. You gotta think 4 or 5 of these icons. 4 to 5 of these would be one icon on the main campaign. I'm feeling that's what this is stemming from. Get the stutter back. Yeah, regiment moved right there. No, I don't want you on the fence, damn it. No. Rid of the stutter. Now that's a glitch. That's a glitch. Gauge at will. I'm already doing that, buddy. I'm already doing that. Pull the map back out again. Yeah, again, the stutter solved itself, and now it's come back again. It looks like we're finally moving into a victory here. It's already 1700, so it looks like we're going for day 3. Escape button here. See if I can't get down into the corner on the speed again. There we go. Come on. Ugh. This is frustrating as all hell. Finally climbing well into a victory range for us, where it was well into a loss range. It's now climbing back into a victory range. So maybe we'll finally have a victory after all these lost battles. Maybe turn our army around and head north and take care of those units in Jersey. Oh shit! Look at that. We moved into a major victory. Look at that. I hate to say, I'm sorry we weren't able to get in a little closer on the last few minutes of this fight here, but did come out to a major victory on our part, which it should have been to begin with. We took down 23% of their force. Speed this along, get closed out of here. All right, finally, after all that damn stuttering, this battle is over. So our army lost 5,250 of the 47,572, 631 of our 4,900 cavalry, 33 of our 88 guns. Total loss of 5,952 of our 53,781 men. Rebels lost 3,900 of our 16,000 infantry. That's a pretty big hit. 150 of their 200 cavalry. Got all 15 of their guns. Their total loss is 4,200 of their 17,000 men. Prestige-wise, we got 179.5 points prestige. Gained 100 points from taking that one objective. We got 70 points from following orders, so that's 10 points each time we followed orders. Some of those orders popped up on locations we were already standing at. We got 9.5 for inflicting casualties, which is not much at all. We really didn't do much in this fight. Doesn't show us losing any points from the 2 routes that we had. So I think we should have lost 10 points from the 2 routes that we had, but it's not showing them. Let's take a look at the casualties here. Let's come and see how we did. Look at the Okay, some screwy here. Looks like the AI transferred a lot of units around. It doesn't make much sense now. Yeah, we only inflicted 26 casualties on infantry, 10 artillery for a total of 36. And once again, the rest of our brigade did not fight. We were the only regiment in the brigade that actually did any fighting. Outside of our battery plopping some rounds out there and not doing much. So once again, we were the only regiment out there fighting. Once again, Sherman doesn't like us, so he's sending us out to do stupid things on our own. We're getting reserve orders after the battle's over. Let's see if any officers were lost. It looks like one of our regimental commanders was wounded there, but we're not going to go through us. We're going to go through the Confederates. So Wade Hampton is wounded. Colonel Corse is killed in action. captured Colonel Rhodes, killed Colonel Green, wounded Colonel Seymour, and wounded Colonel Wolford. Wounded Featherston. Wounded Manigault. Damn. Wounded Loring and Walton. Wounded Kemper, Maury, Bryan, and killed Colonel Cash. Oh, I hope that's not Johnny Cash's grandfather or something. Otherwise, I'm going to lose his music. Man, that's a lot of officers. We lose. Lieutenant Colonel Day was killed. Colonel Ullman was killed. Lieutenant Colonel Sherman, not our Sherman, but another Sherman, was wounded. Lieutenant Colonel Ward is wounded. Colonel Hunt's wounded. Captain Granger's wounded. I don't know how Lieutenant Colonel Cameron became wounded. I mean, the 79th did not fight at all. I guess he might have taken a stray artillery shell. I don't know. We did not lose as many officers as the rebels did. The rebels just took a massive hit. Oh, Colonel Durree is captured. Really? So rebels took a massive hit in their officer corps on this battle. Damn. They took a massive one. We did not lose anywhere near as many officers. Let's get closed out of here. Alrighty, I think once we go through this load screen and get this battle rolled off, we will conclude this episode. So we've been going... Yeah, we're coming up on the 4-hour mark. Holy crap. I did not realize I'd been sitting here that long. Same with the rest of you all have been watching me the entire time. Wow. Captain Prince is now famous, and Colonel Stevens has lost face. Glorious victory at Stonebridge. Bonham surrenders. Did we just capture that entire force? We gotta take a look at that real fast. What? Oh, God. I have a venereal... We just fought a 3-day battle. How the hell did I pick up venereal disease during a battle? All the hardships and dull of camp life can be overcome with the company of lovely liberal ladies. Sometimes one forgets the use of or runs out of stock for the French safes. While the number of syphilis and gonorrhea cases is in the tens of thousands among the army, getting a venereal disease is always a big surprise. You will require treatment, and with the modern methods of the mid-19th century doctors, you'll be back in the mid-saddle in no time. Just make sure to pick the saddle more carefully next time. While recovering, your ability to command is impaired, as many duties have to be taken over by your other officers. Oh. How the hell did I catch a venereal disease while fighting a battle? Look, it even says I'm sick up here. Venereal disease. I wonder how much that... Oh! That really took down all my star... That really affects you. Being sick really affects you. Look at that. It took down all the stars that I did have. Let's get this battle rolled off. So it said bottom surrender, but the Army of Potomac still exists. Another naval victory. And those are all victors are basically winning right now. That's rolled off, so I do believe we will end this episode here. I do thank everybody who joined me during the stream and stayed in the entire time. I mean, 4 hours. I didn't even realize we were going that long. Time flies when you're having fun. Even with this game where it gets a little annoying sometimes. So, once again, if you did enjoy the stream, you've been following along the entire time. Don't forget to hit that like button before you exit out. And if you know anybody else who likes these videos or likes this type of gameplay, then try and share my videos out. Get some more people watching us. It's always fun to see that subscription number climbing, especially when you've been doing this for over a year now. So, like I said, once again, as a reminder, I'll be doing these streams every Saturday on this campaign, and Monday is the beginning of the new set piece campaign on the Rebel Spring of 63 start, where I start as a brigade commander and try to work my way up the ranks on that. So, once again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Stay grumpy.